Yo, what's good? What's good? It's your boy Jimmy here. It's day one of me talking about things that might not make you improve in life, might stop you from growing, improving, and etc. etc. You know, and one thing today that I want to talk about is fear of success. You know, everybody talk about the failure, but what about the fear of success? And what I mean by that is it's like things like we pray for, God give it to us, and we always seem to self sabotage ourselves all the time. Like let me give you a little story. You know, so like I think I told you in the first video that I read a lot of books. I did a lot of courses on e-com, on drop shipping, or this and that, right? Every time somebody was there to help me out, I always backed off. You know, I always stopped texting them, always ghost them, block them, or anything else. So, for instance, right, when I was working at FedEx last year, I had to go to urgent care to get my little med card, you know, and med card is basically telling you that if you get pulled over and the police have to check on you, they'll let you know that I'm physically fit to drive this big ass truck. You know, so I'm in urgent care getting my med card, and it's about 8 p.m. You know, so it's raining outside, hard as hell, and I'm waiting on the Uber. I spent about $80 on Uber. So Uber pull up. It's a GLA or GLE, how you say it, GLE, Mercedes Benz, and I got in to get in the car, and I'm like, you know, it might not be his. I don't want to ask because act like I know one day I'm gonna be in this car. Just little thoughts, intrusive thoughts that was going to my mind like that, you know. And eventually, you know, the talkative Jimmy came in and said, I asked him, yo, how do you get this? This joint nice. Dude, the man was about African, you know, about 5'9", you know, had a nice button up, plaid button up, you know, glasses. Yo, he smiling, grin ear from ear when he heard that question. He turned around, started giving me advice about life, about how financial freedom, how the 9 to 5 is a scam, how you need to, in order to inspire people, you need to do different things, you need to take risks, and etc. etc. So, and he was saying all this, and mind you, we was already at my house, you know, and we talking for about 30-45 minutes, you know, and all I see is the Uber people saying, yo, decline. He kept talking to me. The Uber on the phone was like, yo, accept or decline. He kept declining because he had such a passion in talking about life and just inspiring me in general because he saw the light that was within me, you know. So we end up exchanging numbers and stuff, and 3 days go past. I didn't even text him, you know. I just decided to go for work, and every day I work at FedEx, yo, the fight as a grind, by the way. You know, that shit made me quit every day. Every day I'm like, yo, I'm quitting. I'm not doing this joint. I know I'm better than this. I'm not doing this. But I didn't even text him. So, but it was 3 days later, I told myself I'm gonna text him, bro. Then we having a whole spill. It's always like a pickup when we had in the car, you know. So he told me this and that, y'all sell insurance. So 2 days go past, he's like, yo, let me know when you ready to elevate in life. I'm like, okay. I'm letting him know. Week go past. I didn't say nothing. But I decided, you know, a week later, I'm like, yo, I'm ready. So I paid for the course to learn how to insurance and etc. how that works. right? So he like, yo, if you need some help, let me know. But you know what I did? I paid for the course and I ghosted him for a month later. Didn't even take the test. Didn't even study for the course. And he showed me the real results of in the WhatsApp of people making 100K a month with this selling insurance. Yeah, but he ended up, he still texts me like, yo, you got this, you bigger than this, Jimmy, you got this, you know, you a lot bigger than this, you could do more, you know, you deserve more. I heard about your background, heard about your family, you need your family, you're the black sheep of your family, you need to get with it, you know. He inspired me. I still left him alone. Then I text him again. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna change, man. I got this. I did that. I'm gonna prove because I know I'm self-aware of what I do. You know, because I'm afraid of vulnerability. I'm afraid that people that look up to might hurt me and stuff like that. You know, because it been happening to me before. And I did it again. 2 weeks later, I paid. You know, it's crazy. I paid for the course again, and I left them on red again. And it was like, yo, and it was so crazy because I was praying for opportunity like this, and opportunities present myself, and I folded because I was scared of success. Like I'm okay. I'm okay. Subconsciously, I'm okay failing because I've been like that my whole life. You know, I slept on the floor. I've been broke. I've been doing this. But it's time when it's time to elevate, and time for me to break my shell, and time for me to get what I deserve. I'll fall back into my old habits. It's almost like a thermostat. You know what I'm saying? Like, say if the thermostat is set on 78. You know, say if I the elevate the temperature start to elevate. Eventually, it's going to automatically cool down, go back to where it was at, where it's comfortable at, which is 78 or 73, wherever your temperature at. That's how it was. And it's crazy because I knew I was better than that. Like, I'm doing all I can. I'm working out. I'm doing this. But subconsciously, when that opportunity, that present came, and when it was time for me to claim it, I threw it out. And I'm wondering why, like, my family and this is still going through that. And it's not like God didn't bless me with it. I just wasn't ready to receive the blessing. You would think doing external things like reading, you know, exercising and being healthy would help. But you have to get that root cause within you. I don't even think I said that right, but the root that's causing all of this within you, you gotta pull that shit out. And I started asking questions like, yo, why every time I'm blessed with these opportunities, I'll go back to self-sabotage. And I realize it's because I'm just afraid of success, yo. I'm afraid that I'm actually right, that I'm bigger than what I am. Like I said, I'm okay. I've been in the struggle my whole life, you know. But once that elevation happens, I just go back down. And I'll just give you another example. This will resonate with you. You know, like, again, like, it's even like a couple years ago, right? Man did e-commerce. You know, he paying out for student loans. He getting a new house. He getting a new car. You know what I'm saying? Getting 2-3 cars, and his wife doing it too, right? Me and my man's in Barnes and Nobles. We talking about business books. You know, Rich Dad Poor Dad. You know, all this, etc. All these books. You know. And we so happened to bump into him. He's like, yo, I read that. It was a good book. Napoleon Hill, you know, Outwitting the Devil, Think and Grow Rich. Excellent books. And we get in a conversation. So, yeah, I do e-commerce, you know. And I'm about to get me another house. I'm about to get me some franchises and Subway and etc. etc. So we went through the intervention. It said interventions, and we talked to the people that did million plus a month on it. And we go to his house, we get to talking and chopping it up, and get to resonate with each other and get to grow and get to pick each other's brain, you know? He's like, yeah, I seem like good people and I love the fire within you. Then again, I stopped talking to them. Well, another example, basketball player, man. Somebody told me, yo, go to Florida, man. You need to get up out of here. You need to get up out of Buffalo, New York, man. Told me you need to get up out of Buffalo, New York. Go to Florida where all the media at, where all the people at, people just like you at. You know, I'm 6'4", windmilling, dunking on everybody, you know, I'm doing it all. But I decided to stay here. Recently, again, yo, I had Christmas break. My coach is on my ass. It's like, yo, because I play college basketball at JUCO level, right? He was on my ass. It's like, yo, make sure you get your work. Yo, make sure you pay for this course. Make sure you pay for this winter session. And the winter session is basically like, cause I didn't do my best in school, cause when it comes to schoolwork, I can't do it, but I gotta thug it out, you know what I'm saying? Cause there's no way being in the system when it comes to basketball. So, yo, the deadline to get the winter course is January 10th. I did not buy the course. You know what I did? I went to AI and forced my transcripts. I forced my transcripts. And this is when I would start to elevate. I was getting better every game I'm getting better. Because I started to realize that if you stop doing all them pro workouts, I just start doing the very basic workouts just so I can make sure I could have a good foundation in my game. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to shoot three a lot better. You know, the midi a lot better. I'm starting to pass a lot better because I'm working on my fundamentals, my foundation to make sure. Because when you got a good foundation, everything else just excels so much faster. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to skip a couple steps, but no, I just had to go back to the bare basics with the root. You know, I'm back to square one. But anyways, falsify my transcripts. So we in New York City playing. I'm playing 2 games. My coach asked me, yo, did you do your work? I said, yeah. Show him fake transcripts. I played 2 games. Then 3 days later, he's like, yo, you gotta show me all of it. And I'm like, nah, I don't got it. It's in my computer. It's at my computer at home. He asked me again, yo, show me, Jim. You gotta print them out and show me the real shit. Show me the whole thing. I'm like, nah, I can't. My computer at school, at the dorms, I left at the dorms. I don't got the code on my phone. But it's eventually time, I'm like, yo, he gonna know. So I'm like, yo, he gonna know. Yo, Jimmy, you tripping. Let him know, bro. So I let him know. I gave him the real spill. It was one of the saddest moments of my life, bro. And I've been through a lot, but I self-sabotage myself once again. And I'm like, we talking. He's like, yo, bro, come on, man. My uncle called me like, yo, you better than this, man. My best friend called me, yo, you better than this, man. And 3 days later, after I told him that, I found out I can't play for the rest of the season. And I'm getting better every game. I can't play for the rest of the season. Self-sabotage myself again. And this is people like us, people like where I come from do. As soon as the opportunity, things go right, we make it go left. We do it to ourselves. We do it to ourselves. When we gonna realize enough is enough? Cause we so good. We're okay with failing. Me and you are okay with failing. Cause we've been there before. We've been on the floor. We've been down here our whole life. But when we gonna realize we meant for more. And this is my last year in junior college. And I can't play because I falsified my documents because I couldn't. I didn't even take the time to buy the course. And it might be like, yo, Jimmy, you fucked up and this and that. But it's somebody out there that's doing a similar story to what I'm doing. And it don't even have to be the same exact story. It's just the simple fact that we are messing up our own self because we're afraid of success. Success is really uncomfortable for people that have been down low for their whole life. It's really uncomfortable because we feel like we're not worthy of it. But I'm here to say we're worthy of it, man. Go offend you and realize you a lot better than you brought up. You're not the product of your environment. You deserve better. Me and you deserve better. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get better. But it starts now. Take the time to realize why every time something God blessed me with, I'll always fuck it up. And it's something I promised myself I will never get in my own way ever again in life. I will never get in my own way. It's always you versus you. And God's gonna always bless you, but you gotta be ready to take it. But if you like this video, man, please like, comment, and subscribe, man, and hit that notification button because videos gonna keep coming out consistently so we can help each other grow, man. See you on the other side, bro. Peace out, peace out, peace out, peace out.